Hi guys, I'm doing a video for my little crochet club girls, trying to keep you guys busy while you're at home. We were working on the projects with the mats for the donation for the homeless people. And so I kind of am using some of the things that we learned for that and doing a little tutorial on like a different type of crochet like that. So it's still like finger crochet. But I wanted, in case you didn't have any bags at home, which I can do another video that shows how we did that again so that you can see that. But I wanted to kind of give you another idea that you might like, that is dealing with using sheets. So flat sheets. So if you have a flat sheet at home, you can make a sort of yarn, and I can show you how to finger crochet that, just like we did with the Plarn, those plastic bags that you guys slaved over every single week, that I promise you will still get donated to all the right places. Hopefully when we get back, or even if we need, we can, if we can't do it right when we get back, we can do maybe like a planned trip for next year or something like that. So my 8th graders can come back and also be part of it. But anyway, so if you have a flat sheet at home, like that's the ones where the corners, this is the one that you can actually fold, okay? That's the one where the corners are not rounded. They're not meant to fit. So my family doesn't really use these very much. So I kind of had two that I really don't need. So ask your parents first. Don't have your parents emailing me telling me that you cut up all their good sheets and you didn't ask first, because I'm going to come right to you and I'm going to take all your snacks. Got it? Understand? Okay. So this is what we're going to end up with, and I'll probably do a second video maybe tomorrow that shows you like how to finger crochet, because it's coming towards the end of the day. I'm a little tired. I hope you guys are doing okay. By the way, I should have said that in the very beginning. I'm sorry that I cannot provide you with snacks today like I usually do after school, but here are lots of virtual snacks. Hopefully they're the ones that you like, because you guys are very, very picky about your snacks and what you like and what Miss Filio brings and what is acceptable and unacceptable. Anyways, okay, so how do we get to this? So let me just turn you a little bit. Let's see if I can make this work, because I am still trying to figure out my camera angles. Okay, so I have the flat sheet, and what we're going to be doing with the flat, it's easier if you can like lay it out kind of, at least a little bit, and don't cut your mother's rug underneath it, please. So we're going to make lines, and at the ends, we're going to leave a little bit of space so that you can make like a continuous strand, okay? So it's not really like, nothing has to be exact. Just like when we were working with the plastic and you guys were cutting everything out, you guys did a really good job of trying to keep things very consistent, but it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? So you're gonna start at the end, and we're gonna do maybe like the size of like 4 fingers or so. I don't know. Just do the best you can. We're all just doing the best we can. Okay. I'm seeing if my son's piano teacher is here yet. Look at that doorknob. See, Mr. Filio hasn't replaced my doorknob yet. If you guys have seen any of my other videos, shame on him. Okay, so we've got the end of it, and we are gonna cut. And if you're standing up, you can kind of pull it so that it's a little bit easy. See that? Just make sure, like, you're gonna get to where, see, this kind of like naturally went a little bit wider. No big deal. Nobody's going to see it. I'm just going to kind of cut closer just to kind of keep my lines a little bit, with a little bit of consistency. Let's see if I can get this right. I miss you guys. I hope you guys are at least able to have a little bit of fun. Maybe, socializing with each other digitally. I am on Schoology. I've got a group for my kids, R-O through Z, but if you would like, I can add you guys to that. I also made a Schoology group just for you guys, the Crochet Club, who, by the way, are like the most popular club ever at our school at Larkspur. Sorry for any other advisors that might be seeing this, but you guys are just fantastic, and everybody loves all of the good work, and they loved hearing about your project that you're working on so hard. So let's see. Okay, so here's the part that's a little bit different. So this is the end, and I've cut the strip all the way down, and I'm gonna leave a little bit there. And you're not gonna pull because it'll pull it apart. Now we switch. So we're flipping the sheet over. Can you guys hear my dogs barking? They are beastly, okay? And they're really spoiled now because I've been home, so I don't know how they're gonna adjust when I come back. Okay, so here's the strip that we just cut. Remember, we turned the sheet around. So now we wanna do the next strip about 4 fingers over. We've left this part here, so we're going about 4 fingers over. And we're just gonna do the same old, oh, I think my kids are fighting. They're 18 and 13, y'all, and they still fight. Isn't that something? Okay, so I am just doing the exact same thing. Again, here's my first strip. I went all the way to the end, left a little bit of space, and then I went over to do my second strip. And I'm gonna show you why we did that. If I'm going too fast and I get a little too close to the line, I just kind of scoot my scissors over like this. See it? Oh, see, getting a little close there. Okay. Again, it does not have to be perfect. Okay, so now I'm getting to the end again. See? And I am going to leave about that much. Oh, you can't see that. I'm leaving about 4 fingers at the top. Okay? Now, oh yeah, I think he's almost here. Now we're gonna flip the sheets again. So I had an adventure today. I'll tell you about in a second. All right, so again, I left 4 up there. Remember, we're just trying to make one continuous line. And see, you can see here it's a little bit jagged, and that's okay, because when we start to crochet it with our hands, it's gonna bunch together. You're not even gonna see it, so don't get discouraged. All right, so I left 4 here. I'm gonna go over 4 more fingers about over. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm just gonna cut all the way down. I have to reiterate, do not cut up your mother or your father's good sheets. Make sure that you ask them first. Or blankets. I mean, really, you can do this with any kind of textile that you have that's like gonna be semi-flexible the way that this one is, okay? So a sheet is like really nice and flexible so that we can kind of ball it up and bunch it up, and it's gonna work that way. So just make sure you ask your parents first. Okay, so you just are supposed to be going back and forth, leaving the end like that. But I want to show you what it looks like. See, this is what it looks like once it's all balled up. I'll just come down here because I don't know how to change this camera angle. Let's be real. Okay, so say at the very end, you've accidentally pulled it through and it's separated. No big deal. You can just take your next strip, and if this is easier, just do it this way. Take your next strip and you're just putting a little knot in there. All of that is gonna go and be just fine. Now, I think that these are probably best used as like rugs or things like that. So that's what you can plan on. And then you can have a cute little fancy rug that you made yourself out of recycled textiles. Isn't that awesome? So we've got our textile now. You guys work on making some of these if you want to follow along. And then tomorrow I will maybe post another video. I'll try to do another video with the finger crochet, just like we did when we were doing the mats. So anyone who wants to get started, remember we did it this way and we pulled it through. Anyway, it's going to be a lot. And this is already 10 minutes of me rambling and probably not making much sense. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask me questions on the Schoology Crochet Club site. I'll put this on my page for all of my students in that group as well. And I hope you guys are doing really, really well. I really, really, really miss you. But I hope that you're getting outside a little bit, maybe here and there, maybe you have some projects at home. And I hope that everybody is healthy and a little bit happy, even though we're sad that we can't be at school and seeing each other. All right. Bye, guys.